And we believe it is not like an abstract thing, it's like reality. It has two sides, and in one side will be the good deeds and the other side will be the bad deeds. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَأَمَّا مَنْ ثَقُلَتْ مَوَازِينُهُ فَهُوَ فِي عِيشَةٍ رَاضِيَةٍ. Those who will have the side of the good deeds and the scale heavier, they will be in عِيشَةٍ رَاضِيَةٍ, in satisfactory life, very blessed life. And he said, وَنَضَعُ الْمَوَازِينَ الْقِسْطَ لِيَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ. And we set the just and fair scales for the day of judgment. Is it just one scale for everybody, or everybody would have his own scale? Disagreement amongst ulama, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sometimes he says scales, sometimes he says scale. It might be, Allah knows best, we do not know, but there is a scale. And what would be weighed in the scale is the person himself would be weighed in the scale. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said in the hadith, they were laughing and making fun at how thin is the shin and the leg of Abdullah ibn Mas'ud when he was climbing the tree. He said, you're laughing at this leg? It's by Allah, in the mizan, in the scale, it's gonna weigh more than or heavier than Jabal Uhud, the mountain of Uhud. Meaning what? That the leg will be weighed, so people will be weighed based on their iman, not based on how fat they are. So it's based on the faith. And also the actions, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will turn the actions certain how into something that can be scaled and weighed. And also the books where the actions, or the books where the actions were written by angels. And we know hadith al-bitaqa, authentic hadith, the hadith of the card, long hadith where somebody will not have any actions and he has a lot of bad deeds. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, wait, do not take him. We still owe him like one final card. He said, what a card can do versus all of these registers, 99 registers of bad things. He said, no, we have to wait. And they will put the little card on one side, which is one card of good deeds. It has La ilaha illallah on it. He said it one time in his life, or it was said by this person. There is no God except Allah. And the other registers, 99 registers, كل سجل مد البصر. Every one single register is to the extent of your sight. Bad deeds that this person committed. And when all of these registers are put in one side versus this bitaqa, the little thing, it will be heavier than them. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would say that nothing can be heavier than La ilaha illallah أو لا يرجح مع اسم الله شيء. And this person will be rescued. This is a mizan, or the scale. And he mentioned also al-hawd. Al-hawd is, what is al-hawd? Hawd is the fountain or the pool. Sometimes it is translated as a pool. What is it? How it looks like? It has water, whatever. What do you have about al-hawd?
It's whiter than milk and sweeter than honey.
Whiter than milk, the water, it has water. And this water is described as being whiter than milk, sweeter than
honey.
Sweeter than honey, and
the person will never get thirsty again after it helps.
When somebody drinks from it, you will never get thirsty. Even some ulama, they said most of those who would drink from it are the believers. All of them will be believers, but some of them will be sinners, believing but sinners, and they might have some period to spend in Jahannam just to purify themselves from the sins. But because they drank from this fountain, even in Jahannam they will never get thirsty. They will just have like they have some sentence to spend in Jahannam, and then they will be purified. Some scholars said like so. So anybody who drinks from it will never get thirsty after that. And it's like a square. Talking about the dimensions of it, it's like a square. And how big is the width or the length of it? Prophet ﷺ said it's like from like Eilat or Al-Aqaba nowadays. It's in Jordan, all the way down to Yemen, Sana'a or Aden in Yemen, which is the width or the length of Arabia. أقل مسيرة شهر. It used to be covered. This distance used to be covered by camels and so on in 1 month. So it's very big, and people will be. Prophet ﷺ will be standing at his hawd, at his pool, and believers are coming, or all the Muslims are coming But subhanAllah, some people will be taken away, as we know from the authentic hadith. Angels would remove some people. And the Prophet ﷺ would say, why are you removing them? They belong to my ummah, they are from my nation. They would say, angels would say, إِنَّكَ لَا تَدْرِي مَا أَحْدَثُ بَعْدَكَ. You do not know what they invented after you. This is a very big warning against having some invention in the guidance of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Sunnah, or in the Deen in general. We have to follow the way of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam as it is. It's mentioned that it's وَهُوَ مَصَبُّ نَهْرِ الْكَوْثَرِ. We know the Kawthar, إِنَّا أَعْطَيْنَاكَ الْكَوْثَرِ. We are giving you the Kawthar, which is a river in Jannah. It gets somehow, we know that al-Hawd is not in Jannah. The pool is not in Jannah, it's in Ard al-Mahshar. We have this place where the land of resurrection. It's not yet decided whether these people go to Jannah or not. So it's there. Al-Hawd, the pool is there. But it's hidden. Ghaib, we do not know. The river from Jannah is draining. It has like two spouts, or the roof gutters. It has two of these that is draining in Al-Hawd. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is waiting. It's not in Jannah, before Jannah. And he will be giving, it has a lot of abariq or cups. Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is giving water for these people, for the believers to drink. But the hypocrites amongst the believers and those who used to do sins publicly, and mujahirun, some categories, they will be taken away. The innovators in deen, they will be removed from Al-Hawd. So it's very wide, subhanAllah. And it's, as we mentioned, water is wider than the milk, cooler than the ice, and sweeter than the honey. And وَأَطْيَبُ رِيحًا مِنَ الْمِسْكِ. It smells better than musk. And every prophet, according to a hadith in At-Tirmidhi, every prophet will have his own hawd, his own pool for that. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from the people who make it to Al-Hawd and drink some water from the hand of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Al-Hawd is mentioned as being from the very first things or events or things that will happen in the Day of Judgment. Right after people are raised up or resurrected from their graves, they will find Al-Hawd. So Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would give the believers water to drink. So if somebody got the water and he was not removed from the Hawd, he would receive an initial sign that inshallah you'll be from the winners. You would make it. You don't have to worry and have any concern during the series of things that will happen after that. So it happens right after resurrecting or being resurrected from a death. And Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, I will be there before you. I'll be waiting for you on Al-Hawd, on the pool. طيب. Al-Hawd, he mentioned also غير ذلك من أمور الآخرة. We have faith in other things. This is just a summary. It doesn't mention the text, the book here doesn't mention all the things that happen in the Day of Judgment, but just mention some of them, and we have faith on these things. قال والبرزخ. We have faith in al-barzakh, which is this interval life, and al-barzakh starts when and ends when, if you have an idea. It starts at what time?
Death.
By death. Once the person dies, death, by the way, as we always say, as I mentioned, is not defined as being the lack of life. Some people say الموت هو عدم الحياة, the lack of life, or there's no life. No, it's actually people move from one type of life to another type of life. We have, life is or الدور ثلاثة. We have دار الدنيا, three types of life. We have Dar al-Dunya, the life of this world, the life of dunya, and we have Dar al-Barzakh, the life in the Barzakh, as we mentioned, which starts by death and ends by resurrection. Once you resurrect from death, then this is the Day of Judgment. And Dar al-Akhirah, or Dar al-Qarar, the abode of everlasting life, and so on. So these are the three types of lives, as ulama mentioned. So talking about al-barzakh, يعني it's we believe in it. This is something from al-akhirah. How exactly